Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Or if joining first time, thank you and welcome. The gesso I'm using is from Artist Loft. I poured the leftover gesso into a glass bottle, and I'm using the same gesso to smooth the surface of the canvas. Once the gesso was completely dried, I carefully measured and marked the center of the canvas with a red coloring pencil. Instead of hand lettering the code, I chose to transfer the text onto the canvas using a photo transfer method. I prepared the code in Canva, flipped the text horizontally, and then printed. I'm trimming away the extra paper using my paper cutter. Next, I measure again to decide the exact placement of the text and lightly mark the area of the canvas. Using Podge Matte, I'm going to apply a very thin layer on the text. Since my Mod Podge has thickened over time, I pour a small amount into a plastic container and added a few drops of water to make it slightly runny. I gently place the printed text face down onto the canvas and carefully burnish it a few times to remove air bubbles. I let it dry for about 30 minutes in front of a heating fan to fasten the process for video sake. Once the paper is fully dry, I am using a sponge soaked in water to gently wet the paper. Then with my fingers, I'm slowly rubbing away the top layer of the paper. As I rub, the paper began to peel off, revealing the transfer text underneath. This step is a bit tedious and time consuming, but I patiently continue until the transfer is complete. During the process, I lost a small part of the letters A and J, but that's okay. I plan to rewrite them later with a fine point marker. I clean up the area around the text using white paint to make it neat and fresh. For this painting, I'm using acrylic paints as shown on the screen. I will list all the paints and brushes used in the description below for your reference. Using a light green shade and a 1/4 inch angle brush, I'm adding stem and the petals around it. This is my second time painting because before I painted this with watercolor, but I did not like the layout of my petals. They were all over the place. To anchor the composition, I paint one large sunflower using number 12 round brush and cadmium yellow. With cadmium yellow and a number 12 round brush, I'm creating a mix of small, medium, and large petals around the text, painting them in different directions. I continue adding stems using a 4-inch round brush and a light green shade to bring balance to the design. Using light yellow, I'm adding more petals in different sizes and loose random directions. These free-flowing petals represents the free spirit of the artist. I choose yellow to symbolize happiness, warmth, and light. I added highlights to the petals using contrasting tones and shaped them to give depth. I really thank you so much for watching. God bless you and your family. I include green buds at the end of some petals for variation and paint green leaves throughout the canvas to balance the composition. Finally, I'm drawing a thin green border around the text, making it the focal point of the painting and bringing the entire piece together. I hope you enjoyed watching the painting process I shared with you. And if this brought you peace, joy, or inspiration today, please support my channel by liking, subscribing, and leaving me a kind comment because your encouragement truly helps me continue creating, sharing art. And lastly, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. As this painting comes together, it reminds me that art gives us permission to be free, to explore, to feel, and to grow. Every imperfection detail carries meaning, and every brushstroke tells part of the story. I hope this piece encourages you to embrace your own creative journey and find joy in the process, just as I did while creating it.